Hello everybody, and welcome to Final Fantasy XIV. Today is the start of the Little Ladies' Day event 2025, and we are going to be getting into it today. The artwork showed like Thancred and Memphilia. I doubt they'll have anything to do with this, but let's see what's going on here. Let's talk to the Royal Seneschal. Princely Persona. The Royal Seneschal is planning something new for Little Ladies' Day. This quest is available for a limited time only. Ah, Cyphro! How wonderful to have such a reliable helper on hand. As you've no doubt noticed, the Little Ladies' Day festivities are upon us once more. By the way, I must ask, you know of the Songbirds, do you not? How silly of me! Of course you do. That trio of princess-styled entertainers were relative unknowns when they first took to the stage, but they've become a Little Ladies' Day staple. Dang, I really cannot talk today. Bleh. Now we hope to introduce another such sensation, but this time the singer will be butler-themed. I've titled this new act The Seneschal Prince, a royal among servants and a loyal servant to his princess. The prince in question is scheduled to debut in the upcoming festival performance, but it would seem our chosen star is yet to return from picking up his costume. Though there is ample time ere the show begins, his prolonged absence is a source of concern, to say the least. If only I were not so preoccupied with preparations. Would you mind looking in on him for me? Picot is his name, and he was meant to be speaking with a designer at Estamine Aesthetics. Alright, let's go take a look. Let's go take a look. Which is probably the Weaver's Guild. Bum 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 bum. Do. Won't lie, this is the first event we've had an old doll for a little bit. The last, like, 2 or 3 of them have been in Gridania. Yeah, I actually should double check where he's at. Alright, I was close. Gladiators Guild. No, darling, no. What I need for you are specifics. He's trying his best. It has to sign. Oh, hold up, wait a minute. Hold on, let me get in the character. It has to shine with a sharp, frozen brilliance, like a blizzard. Like a blizzard slice. Dang it, I cannot talk. Gosh. It has to shine with a sharp, frozen brilliance, like a blizzard slicing through the darkest night. And it should dazzle like a searing flame, threatening to burn your fingers at the merest touch. Doesn't that sound amazing? Wait, which do you want? A freezing blizzard or a burning flame? Oh, maybe you can help. How can we create a silvery costume that melts into the chaotic darkness? Should I give up on the shiny element? Ah, Cyphro, how lovely to see you, darling. Why, we haven't spoken since you helped me snatch victory in the walk-off. What brings you to Estames? Here at the Royal Seneschal's bidding, you say? Well, I could certainly use some guidance with this costuming conundrum. The costume itself is largely complete. I simply wanted to add the finishing flair in accordance with the prince's wishes, but I'm struggling to envision the image he is trying to convey. Well, there are just so many dimensions to looking dashing. How can one narrow the options down to a single idea? Forgive me, darlings, but I have other projects to attend to. Would you mind coming back once you've helped the lad decide on a more definitive direction? This is not going well. I couldn't ask for a better opportunity, and here I am ruining my own debut. It was Cyphro, yes? I'm sorry to drag you into my... Ugh, dang, I can't. I'm sorry to drag you into this dilemma of mine. Of all those who auditioned, they chose me to be the Seneschal Prince. My job now is to become a star performer, and create a dashing and princely persona seemed the best way to achieve that. So I did my research into the subject, delving into books about the most gallant individuals. How they act, how they dress, that sort of thing. But when I tried to explain, it all came out a jumbled mess. What makes the Seneschal Prince a prince among Seneschals? Come to think of it, what exactly is the Seneschal anyway? Unobtrusive servant who anticipates his master's needs, yeah. I see that my fixation on being dashing was entirely the wrong approach. But at least now one thing is clear. I must learn the ways of a Seneschal if I am to be the best Seneschal Prince I can be. You seem a knowledgeable sort. Left to my own devices, I fear wasting time on the wrong thing again. Will you help me with my research? Sure, why not? Huzzah! Then first things first, I say we speak with a wide variety of townsfolk and learn what the general public expects of a Seneschal. Let's split up in that we might gather as many opinions as possible. I'll leave the steps of thought to you, and we can meet at the Gold Court afterwards. Okay. Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, I should have taken just the Aetheryte, but it is one of those things where I just started running in that direction. Da 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 da. Ba 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 ba. Resting server, eh? My impressions of a Seneschal? Well, they strike me as people who excel at preparations. Performing tasks to a demeaning lord or lady's satisfaction hinges upon the ability to think ahead, to plan events to perfection. My work as a server at the Quicksand is similar in some respects. We have a special Little Ladies' Day menu on offer this year, and I have everything memorized. The ingredients, the presentation, the flavors. Down to the smallest detail. Everything from the main course to the beverages and the desserts will be perfect. Above and beyond one's prescribed duties, a server's mission is to ensure as many happy customers as possible. Fair. Fair. Bargain hunter. That word ever puts me... Okay, hold on. That word ever puts me in mind of the first royal seneschal himself, Sultan Baldric. It is said that every year one girl was chosen from the townspeople by lot, and he would attend to that lucky lass as a personal servant for the entire day. The festival is no longer about choosing a single princess, of course, but oh how I still daydream about having an attentive seneschal at my beck and call. As a child, whenever Little Ladies' Day came around, I would always hold out hope that this would be the year I was chosen. Seneschal? Why, yes, of course. I have one in my employ. It's a dude or a lady? Look like a dude, maybe. No, it's not a woman. The accomplished ones foresee what must be done and act without need for instruction. Those who stand around awaiting orders have no business taking the position. Okay. So, pretty much as I stated before. Oh, guess what, Cyphro? I was talking about seneschals in Pearl Lane and a merchant offered me an amazing bargain. He showed me a rare urn of incalculable worth, but even the heavily discounted price was far more coin than I could afford. Come to think of it, what do urns have to do with seneschals anyway? Nothing, I'd wager. Oh, was I on the wrong track again? I could have sworn. I see. So a seneschal is one who serves others, someone who anticipates what needs to be done and prepares for those tasks in advance. In my case, then, I should be a seneschal who serves his fans? Yes, when I put it like that, it feels just right. I should be thinking of ways I can make the crowds happy. And that's exactly what I'll do. Now, if you could stick a while a little longer, I'd appreciate some help in becoming the best seneschal I can be. Alright, let's take a look. That is actually a very nice jacket. How does this thing die? Okay, see, that's what I've kind of would have expected out of the dual die channels. Just what they've got here. Like the little buckles and stuff, the adornments, they could add a third die channel later for that type of stuff. I would expect the major pieces of the object to be dyeable first. Actually, that looks pretty good. Just dyed it white and... Love how things are... Let's try everything on. Headset. Gloves. Pants. And the boots. The whole outfit, by itself, looks pretty slick. Not gonna lie. A princely debut. Pico ponders over an appropriate direction for his stage persona. I am to don the mantle of the Seneschal Prince, yet while I've grasped a clear picture of the theme, I must needs think. Dang it, I cannot talk. I must needs think of how best to embody that banner. A seneschal exists to serve, to ensure happiness and satisfaction, which, incidentally, is how all this began for me. I once knew a girl years ago. She was my childhood friend, my cherished princess. But alas, she was born with a terrible ailment. She could not rise from bed, let alone leave the house, and thus I took it upon myself to bring the outside world to her. I acted out all sorts of tales, a hero saga, a jester at court. If she wished to hear of it, if it would, if she wished to hear of it, if it would make her smile, I would assume any role under the sky. One happened, one happened. One fateful day, I happened to see a songstress in town. She dazzled the audience and the elated looks upon their faces. I had, I had to rush back to my princess's bedside to share the experience. I sang and danced my heart out for the audience of one, a performance for her and her alone. Oh, how her eyes lit up. Her happiness was everything I ever wanted. It spurred me to practice day and night, and as I did, I began to feel I truly was a famous performer. Then, all too soon, did Thal call her to his somber halls. Ever since, I've dreamed of making a big name for myself as a singer. If I could perform upon some grand stage, then perhaps my voice would rise up and reach her ears once more. That's why I auditioned for the role of the Seneschal Prince, and why I leapt for joy when I heard I had been chosen. Yet even though I began all this for her, it has become every bit my own dream as well. I yearn to sing as the songstress did, and stir the hearts of the crowd. Thank you for listening, Cypher. Talking to someone helps put my thoughts in order. Right, back to the task at hand. Once I've settled about how best to serve my audience, then I should have all the specifics Maribel needs to finish the costume. Let's head over to the little lady's stage, shall we? With the better part of the preparations finished, it's likely begun to draw a crowd. The sight might inspire some ideas for my Seneschal debut. Yeah. I'm rusty. I am rusty. Wah wah wah. Okay. The stagehand seems to have been swapped with last moment adjustments, and you can see the fans have already begun to gather. If I'm to decide how to act as a Seneschal Prince, then it's now or never. Let's see what clues the scene has to offer us. Yes, of course. If we're speaking of Seneschals, we should look no further than the Royal Seneschal himself. Such a courteous demeanor and so precise in his movements. Now that I think on it, no matter the work we do together, he is never less than thorough with his preparations. And I imagine he would be more than willing to help us implement any new plan we might propose. See there? A particularly eager Songbirds fan. Came early to ensure a front row experience, no doubt. Rather too early, in fact. My act is first on the program, so he'll be in for quite a long wait before his idols take the stage. Can we make him more comfortable? Yes, of course. He must be exhausted from standing there all this time. The least I can do is make him more comfortable for the duration of my performance. Ah, an employee of the Quicksand. They did not mention offering some exclusive menu over the course of Little Ladies' Day. Beverage and dessert included. Knowing such a thing is only available during the festival makes it all the more tempting, doesn't it? I wonder if they'd be willing to bring out a light meal for the audience. Not only would it benefit the fans, but it would also be an excellent promotion for the Quicksand itself. I've been thinking, Cyphro. There is no rule which demands people must stand and cheer to enjoy a performance, is there? Why not have the Quicksand deliver some light refreshments? Little Ladies' Day themed, of course, and aim for a more relaxed experience. I mean, it's hardly a novel concept. One often orders a meal while taking in a play, or has a flagon in hand while the minstrel strums his lute in his tavern. We would simply encourage the same idea. Naturally, I shall rouse a crowd with song and dance, but this will help define the seneschal side of my stage character. The act is finally coming together. As a seneschal prince, I shall both serve and entertain. Come, there's not a moment to lose. I must first consult with the royal seneschal, and then hurry off to make my request at Mistress Mamodi at the Quicksand. Mamodi. But I must also inform Maribel of my costuming decisions. There's no time. Let's divide the task between us. You would do that for me? Oh, thank you, Cyphro. I'd be most grateful if you could explain the costume concept to Maribel for me. You are truly my savior. I will give you my word the show will be a great success. Please, do be sure to attend. Okay, now go back to the we'll haul our butts back to the shop. Alright, Maribel. Cyphro, darling, how fares our princely seneschal? So the show will feature a healthy dash of hospitality, eh? Sounds fabulous. A singer with a seneschal's poise and a prince's style. Yes, darling, I know exactly what this costume needs. Leave it to me. Please let the royal seneschal know that I'll have the outfit ready in time for the performance. Sweet. Thank you for lending a hand to young Picot. Tis good to know the issue with his costume has been resolved. As I mentioned, the Seneschal Prince is to be the main new attraction for this year's Little Ladies' Day, and Picot himself is to give the show's opening address. I cannot imagine how events might have unfolded without your assistance. You will stay and watch his performance, yes? I've been standing on my feet for so long. I've been standing for so long, my feet might have I've been standing for so long, my feet have fallen asleep. But at least the show is about to begin. It should be starting any moment now. The first act is the debut performance for a new singer, isn't it? The Seneschal, Prince? What would a Prince of Seneschals be like anyway? I have no idea what to expect. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our Little Ladies' Day performance. I am Picot, the Seneschal Prince, and I shall be your guide to an ephemeral act of wonder. World of wonder, jeez. I imagine you are weary from the wait, though it'll be but a trifle. We have taken the liberty of arranging for refreshments. A special festival menu prepared by our friends at the Quicksand. Peach-infused tea accompanied by a selection of spring-inspired sweets. We invite you to enjoy these delights while you enjoy the show. Well, that's for us. Thank the gods, I was so thirsty. Oh, that new menu has been on my mind all day. What a lovely gesture. I am overjoyed to see you thus pleased. Should this repast meet with your approval, pray consider a visit to the Quicksand following the show. But with that said, I must ask you all keep your eyes on me. Without your full attention, I am wont to grow jealous. There, princesses, won't you step closer? I promise this shall be a princely performance to remember. Settle in, my dear audience, and enjoy the spectacle of the Seneschal Prince. He not only entertains with song and dance, but also captures the crowd's hearts with a warm hospitality. What a wonderful display. Not bad, not bad. It seems we have quite a show to follow. And the songbirds will deliver. We will take the stage by storm and build this excitement to a raging crescendo. Ugh, that was close. Alright, Picot, what do you got to finish up this thing? Cyphro, thank you for coming to my performance. It was all so magical. To see the enjoyment upon each face in the crowd was an indescribable feeling. And did you see how they responded to the touches of hospitality? The quicksand server even came over to thank me for how quickly the word spread about their festival menu. What a stunning debut by the Seneschal Prince. We've already been swamped with demands to know when you will be performing next. In fact, I am thinking about setting up an encore performance while the festival is still ongoing. Is that so? Well then, I shan't disappoint my fans. I wonder if my dear friend was watching me too. From Thal's distant halls. Thank you again for giving me this opportunity. For as long as I have the privilege of standing on that stage, I mean to spend every moment delighting all who attend. Ah, I almost forgot. I had Maribel craft you a matching costume. I was not alone up there in the front of the crowds. I felt you standing beside me, and you have been with every step of the way. Ugh. Given your part in all this, you are every bit a Seneschal Prince yourself. So please, do me the honor of accepting this gift. Oh yeah, I'll take that outfit. 'Tis the least I can offer for your patient assistance. Now I must be off to prepare for my next appearance. I too offer my sincerest gratitude for elevating our celebrations to ever greater heights. The Little Ladies' Day festivities have only just begun, but I suggest you go and enjoy them while they last. Yep. Give me that outfit. Give me the outfit. I want to be your pop star. That's great. Alright. Now what is for sale? You've got confetti. Actually, was that it? I thought there was actually stuff you could get to usually. Maribel, I rushed over just as my work. It's just suited my work allowed. Did you see our darling Seneschal Prince? Doesn't he look splendid in that outfit? Yes, yes he does. Yeah, I think I need to go try this on. I probably have a piece of it in. Yes, I do. It can either be shoved in the glamour dresser as an outfit, or you can put it in the armoire. Realistically, though, anything you want, like realistically, anything you can fit in the armoire, you should. Even if you gotta re-dye it later. It's just one of those things that even I'm like, yeah, that glamour dresser space is valuable. think that was everything. Yep. And that was Little Lady's Day 2025. It was pretty interesting. I kind of like the whole concept of having like what essentially would be a male songbird. Except for the seneschal side of things. It was kind of nice. And the outfit we got from it, pretty slick. But thank you all for stopping by, watching the video. And we will catch you in the next one. Peace out.